All right, we are back from our break. The party has decided to camp. And just to confirm, you did go in the direction that the giants would expect you to go, following the directions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go into the edge of the forest and set up camp. Lafdul casts his create campsite spell, and you start preparing for rest.
This way we get attacked by giant monsters.
I'm just checking things on my spells. Am I... Alright, yeah, that's fine.
Are you what?
Nope, figured it out.
Okay. All right. As you are eating your evening meal,
Been poisoned.
and you notice there's no. Well, that'd be up to you. I mean, if you're poisoning the rest of the party,
I'm not going to poison the fire. Why would I do that?
I don't know.
He wants to have all the treasure and then to go off on his
No,
own.
I just want my ring of
Adventure.
X-ray vision back. You know, that's all I care about.
That's all you care about. Well, guys, I guess you can keep all the other treasures that you find until that comes up.
No, there are means to get the ring of X-ray vision back.
No, take back this.
So you're having a evening meal. The tents have been set up and everything like that.
Yeah, Lafdul's lugging around the bloody pyramid tent. He's like weighs 15. Why have I listed weight as pyramid? I paid 15 gold for that.
Oh wow, 15 whole gold. Oh, so expensive.
For a level 1 adventure, it is a lot.
It would be. You're not a level 1 adventure anymore.
Thankfully.
But you notice something amongst the trees off to one side. Some movement.
Does it look like a fire giant?
Well, you're not sure yet.
Or hungry animal.
There's some pretty deep shadows around.
Okay.
You're right now. You're sitting around the fire eating. Someone has noticed this.
Who's noticed this?
You have, and you call attention to the rest of the party.
Okay.
All right,
let's
yeah. Is
suggest
the
we
fire
spread out.
still in armor?
They might be.
Might be.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
are.
Braxon wouldn't take his arm off unless he was going to bed.
When you say, yeah, obviously I get people's attention. Can I drop my food without spilling it if I can? Because it's just dry rush. It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, you got a fire. I would imagine someone would make some stew or something.
Yeah.
You
I'd
have a
probably just
wonderful
hide
cook.
Yes,
it
you
or
can. You
something.
can just gently put down the food.
Lafdul's not going to waste his food if he can help it. No, I want to. When you say that we see something in, sorry, can you describe what we see when we see it?
You saw some movement amongst the trees. It's heavily shadowed, so you couldn't make out what it was.
Up in the trees? Or
No, on the
moving
ground.
the lower.
Amongst the
reckon-
tree trunks, like
Could I
between.
climb up a tree to see if I can get a sight, and I'll get my bow drawn.
Braxon says to Lafdul in Elven, I suggest we walk in the opposite direction and circle around.
Well, we're camping tonight. I want to make sure we don't get eaten in the middle of the night.
Yeah, but if we go straight towards them, we're less
Yeah, I'm
likely
just
to
going
get-
up in the trees just to see them. I asked Higgimus if he can. Would I know if his spyglass would work in this distance?
I mean, it would work, but you got a lot of trees in the way. Like, that's the main reason why you couldn't make out what it was.
Could I make an educated guess whether I'd have a better sight on the tree? I assume so, so I'm going to try and climb up a tree.
Well, you probably wouldn't have any better sight because you're still looking through the trees.
Braxton's going to go for a walk.
Okay.
Well, I'm just going to get up in the tree and have my bow aimed in that general area. Just ready.
Solas is ready to cast spells if something attacks.
Braxton's going to go in a sort of C-shaped route. So
Okay.
he's going to walk away.
Higgimus is getting is drawing his sword and having it at the ready. Sinrae, what were you saying?
She's gonna get her bow ready.
Okay.
You can climb trees, can't you? Being a bard? I don't know if you can climb. You have a climb skill.
Yeah, I have a climb store.
Yeah, but it's up to her if she wants to.
Yeah, no. I just don't know if she forgets.
I do not wish to climb the tree.
So
Those
there's
trees
some more
are-
movement, and then slowly walking into view is a fire giant indeed. And you recognize it as the young female giant from the Jarl's Hall. To your surprise, she is wearing traveling clothes and has a pack on her back and is carrying a long staff. And she's approaching you fairly openly, but slowly, as if she is nervous and unsure on how you will react, especially now that she sees that you've drawn weapons and stuff like that.
Well, I put away my weapon. If she's not clearly showing hostile intent, then I'm not going to show any hostile intent.
Sinrae puts down her bow and greets her by name. She was Gelta?
Gyalta.
Gelta.
Sorry, Gyatla.
Gatla. Greetings, Gatla. What brings you to the forest this evening?
She comes into, the kind of the range of your to her very small campfire and says, you in somewhat of a sheepish tone, I was hoping to accompany you.
Deep.
Oh?
Uh,
Did the Jarl send you?
Give me a wisdom check, Sinrae.
is she the daughter? Or do we never find that out?
You never found that out.
We
Found
never
it out.
found out.
Do you want it to be a GM roll or just a roll?
Doesn't matter.
Wisdom is 11.
Oh wow, really? That's a surprised laughter.
You see a distinct nervous expression, maybe tinged with guilt, as she says, "No, he does not.
Oh,
Truth be told, I'm not supposed to be out beyond the walls."
So you're running away?
No, not exactly.
Well, do tell why you want to accompany us for this possibly
Us
dangerous
small
mission.
people.
Well, I have wanted to explore beyond the walls for quite some time, but Latha says that I am not ready yet. I believe I am, and I think I can help you.
Oh.
What help do you believe you can bring to us? We would welcome your company, but I would like to know. I would like to know your full plans in this.
She reaches into a pouch, a large sack hanging from her belt, and pulls out a large stone, and gives it a toss through the trees, and you hear a loud crack as it slams into a tree branch. A tree trunk, some distance away, and says, "I'm pretty sure I could offer you quite some assistance if you are interested."
Was that stone anywhere near where Braxon was?
No. You were circling around. You would have come back. I don't know. It's up to you, but you would have been close enough that you would have heard her start to speak. Once you came into the camp, so you could come back into camp if you want.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on the mission?
Well, she selects a fallen tree log nearby and sits down, still towering over you, of course. Even sitting
Course.
down, her head is well above where Higgimus's would be. And she says, "Can I trust you not to share what I'm about to tell you?"
I believe you can, yes.
She's looking over each of you, waiting for each of you to give assent. Higgimus gives his assent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So does
last
Leva.
please.
I suppose.
Braxon says, I agree.
Solas?
Yeah, Solas says that she can trust him.
Okay. And Ockar, I know you got. Ockar just said that he's got a vacuum cleaner going in the background. You can just type in the Roll20 chat. Let us know if you give your assent. If you don't want to unmute yourself right now. If you can hear me.
He's typing.
I can hear.
Okay. Do you give your assent?
He's typing.
Taking a long time to type for an okay. Oh, that takes a while.
All right, Ockar, you do not detect any evil intent from her.
Oh, good.
So he gives his assent. She says, "I'm not sure if you are familiar with our people and their capabilities, but Blathla is the vulva of our tribe. She has, in fact, known the location of Antistophis for a fair bit of time, but she has kept that knowledge from the Jarl and his men. Were she to share that, they would certainly go to war with him right now, and that would be very, very bad for the potential peace with the other giants."
Could be.
When she says the other giants, she actually uses a term that is kind of similar to smith, but like the smiths is kind of what she says. And
Going
you,
for a
you
cast.
I'm sorry?
Explanation. She go for a cast description.
No, she gives a term for them. Like the other giants referred to these guys, these fire giants, as Eldjotnar.
Oh.
And she uses a term that basically is just smiths. And I realized after I said giants that I should have used that. So, so she calls them the smiths.
And you want to prevent the war.
Yes, it would be very bad. I was not around. I was not born yet when the peace was signed, but there have been tensions since then, and I know that there were many, many casualties in the war.
What do you think of the thralls?
She kind of furrows her brows and says, "They're thralls."
Yeah, well, that's an expected response.
Yeah.
When they
Someone who
lose
lives
a
society.
fight with our warriors, they get captured and they get put to work. Should they win against our warriors, they do the same to us.
It's their way. It's their lot in life.
They rarely defeat our warriors unless they ambush us or something like that. Like your question to her, you can tell is very strange. Like, No one's
We're not
Yeah.
asked
accustomed
that
to
before.
your
It's
ways. It's very alien to us. Not alien. Alien's the right word? Strange to us as well. So we're trying to learn.
I'm sure your ways are strange to my people as well, given how small you are and everything.
Sinrae is. I'm trying to think of a good way for Sinrae to ask something, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to think of it.
Well, I mean, if you want to ask something specific, you can do it out of character.
She pretty much wants to ask what she thinks about Giant's plans, like the freeing of the thralls. Like what her thoughts are.
I don't really know. It would cause much disruption in our tribe, and almost certainly cause us to go to war with the Smiths again. Many of my people believe that members of their tribe are working to undermine us, to destroy us from within, so to speak. They are currently advocating for war once again.
We will do our best to prevent war. Unless any of the rest of the party has an objection,
I don't have an
I would
objection
welcome
per
you.
se, but do you have a cover story for why you've suddenly disappeared after we've visited? We might be accused of kidnapping you, so to speak. As silly as that might sound.
Yeah, she kind of looks at you with a bemused expression and says, I'm not exactly sure that many people would believe you were capable of it.
Yeah, well, alright. Works for me.
Yeah,
Sometimes the
Solas.
simple answer is the best answer.
I will tell the truth. I slipped away and asked you to take me with you. That is the truth.
Yatila, you said that what was the crone's name?
Blothla.
Lathla knows about the location of anti-Thestophes.
She's a seer as well.
Do you know the location?
I do.
So you could guide us there.
I can.
Will you?
Do you know about anything about anti-Thestophes?
Only what you yourself heard in the hall. Blothla discovered the location, but nothing more than that.
Well, I'm of the opinion that guide to to their location would at least hasten our mission.
Hmm.
Does anyone have any objections?
Sorry. Leva is not altogether certain about the reason why Gatla would like to come with us.
She might be just an innocent child just wanting to learn her way in life.
I think
Gatla, if we have to go and fight, you're going to see stuff that you may not want to see. You look young to us, to me at least.
I have stitched up plenty of our warriors after battles, if that is what you mean.
Healer?
But have you seen a fight in progress?
She kind of looks at you again with an expression like.
Have you personally been in one of the battles?
Well, she's
We don't
kind of
know
like
your
looking at you
culture.
with an expression like. if you knew more about her people, you wouldn't be asking this question. She responds, our people are constantly fighting each other. Of course I've seen fights. Battles.
Okay.
Okay, then I guess there isn't any problem there.
Okay.
Well, Lafdul says gingerly, I'm not too keen on being stitched up by you. I don't think you have anything that's my size, so to speak. I don't want to be skewered by a giant needle, which would be like a rapier to me or something.
She lets out a hearty laugh and says, "Don't worry. I will let you bleed out if it comes to that. Then."
Oh,
It's a
I
good
have
thing Lafdul's a
ways
healer.
of keeping myself alive.
So, Gatla, what would you expect from us? What do you expect from us?
Well, I would expect you to attempt to do what you said. I suppose. I'm not sure what you
Yes.
mean by that. What else do you mean?
If we end up not doing what you expect us to do after hearing us talk with your Jarl, what will you do?
Well, I will certainly report back to the Jarl with what you did. Are you saying that you would not do what you said?
I am not saying we would or we would not.
What she means is that oftentimes plans have to change on a dime because of, well, she wouldn't say dime, but you know what I mean.
What she means,
Plans
she can tell herself.
Change due to
No,
circumstances.
no.
They change due
Yes,
to circumstances.
I was saying. It's
Leva can talk for herself.
She was just trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
Gyatla smiles and says, "Oh, I understand that. If you mean that you will try, but try to do what you. I mean, you said you would try to do what you would try to do it that diplomatically, and if it doesn't come to that, certainly if they were to attack you rather than listen, then you would have no choice and except to defend yourself. I understand that."
Mm-hmm.
But certainly were you to just go in and try to kill everything, I would most certainly report that back to my Jarl.
No, I don't think we do that. We haven't met them yet.
no.
It would be more a matter of, let's say, if we get there and we see that all the people who left or who were taken with the thralls, they are there and happily living there and they don't want to come back, we might leave them there. What would you think then?
We would have betrayed our word, basically. Well, we've not given
Yeah.
our word, have we?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you choose not to follow through and leave, then who is the worse off?
If
That would be your decision.
Sinrae
Certainly,
looks
we
at the other.
have not paid you to do this, so you would not be betraying some guarantee. You would just not be doing what you said you were going to do and leaving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always feel bad about going back on my word about things.
Well, we didn't.
Just pointing out the possibilities, not saying we do or we don't.
We promised to do what we could to make things better.
Mm-hmm.
And what exactly that means will depend on what we see when we get there.
And we don't actually need a giant girl with us who might fall into our backs at the moment when we decide to go a different route than what we thought we would be going in the beginning. That's why at least Leva is trying to figure out why Gertla would like to come with us.
Sad.
Well, the other thing we have to worry about is how they might react towards you.
I can stay behind when you go to parley.
Okay, that sounds like a good compromise.
But,
No
yeah,
giant would sully. No true giant would sully their honor by betraying a parley.
Well, that's good to know. If they're willing to parley, at least we could talk.
And if you do not think they would react badly to your presence, I see no reason why you would not be with us during the parley.
Well,
Is there
they may or may not. I do not know. But I can certainly
Well-
stay behind, somewhere out of sight, while you speak to them.
We don't know how they would react at the moment. If there's a potential conflict here, they might try to capture her.
Well, we do not know at the moment how would they
No,
react
we
to
don't.
us.
But if they
What's-
don't see her, they can't react to her either way, and then we can find out what's going on. Which
I have
might
a question when I can.
go on.
What's your position towards the Jarl? Are you related? What I mean is, if you were to be captured, so to speak,
I am not his kin,
How-
but I am Blathla's apprentice.
oh. I was just wondering
So-
how it might complicate things. I'm not
Does
saying that
Blast-
you would complicate things.
Well, given that,
Thinking.
I mean, so she said that she's not kin, but given that she was allowed into the meeting with you when you
She
kind
is
of
of
made it
some
clear that it
importance.
was, for the Jarl's ears only, she has some status within the community.
Well, basically,
Pretty high
she is
status.
the wise woman's apprentice.
Apprentice.
Does Blasa know you're here?
She does not.
Would she condemn you? She wouldn't, would she?
Well, she would not be happy, no. I imagine that I would have to spend a month or two cleaning her cave.
Such is the way with masters. Lafdul wonders how he said that would have been interpreted, as he says that himself.
You're not sure that she heard that.
All right, that's good. I don't mind, but it means we're changing up our. I can't really say.
Well, like Sinrae said earlier, plans to change
Yes,
based
Yeah.
on the situation.
I
Well,
guess
I
we're
hold
going
my
to
camera
go
in
I
there.
think all in all, if she knows the exact location, it will save us time.
Sounds good to me.
Because otherwise we would have probably spent a day or two on the mountain area to look them up.
Yeah.
Now we can go directly to where they are.
Is it actually cooler in the night now?
I'm sorry?
Well, it's not really night. Does it get cooler?
No,
During
and it doesn't really get darker.
Days. Yeah.
There doesn't appear to be significant changes in light or temperature. It's just an agreed upon
was
time by various communities when people go to sleep.
It was slightly less so bright from what I remember you describing as last time.
Yeah.
But
I guess my
can't really
current
say it's
count-
dark.
my current campsite doesn't really do nothing for reducing the encounter thing if we got a giant with us. Then again, having a giant might just scare away all the wildlife. So
Hmm.
It might.
Well, we won't be attacked by hungry squirrels.
but it is a lone giant.
We might be attacked by hungry giant squirrels.
So is everyone in agreement to let her accompany you?
Yeah.
I guess.
I am.
I've got no strong reservations against it.
Yeah, and before resting, if it's okay with Giatla, Solas will inquire about his people and their customs and such.
Any specific questions? Because she'll give you a bit of a some.
Their general
history.
culture and laws and how their society works.
The do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
All right, you get some general information
After
mixed in with
Brian.
some like proverbs and a little bit of history and stuff like that.
And also inquire about how each of their castes, so to speak, are meant to act and such. So what is exactly expected from thralls and how they are treated.
She tells you that they are expected to be treated well and they are released after 30 years of servitude. But should any of them escape, that basically binds them for the rest of their life. So if one of them attempts to escape, then they give up the opportunity of being released later in their cause.
And what is the difference between the tattooed and collared thralls?
The tattoos usually mean that they tried to escape.
Okay.
That Brian did.
Yeah.
So are the collars talks?
No, they're more like manacle type things.
Oh, right, okay.
And
Like, you saw enough tattoos that it seems like escape attempts seem relatively common.
yeah.
Do they look similar to the sort of tattoos that Nyogi put on slaves?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions that you have?
Lafdul's going to try to make small talk with local herbology and fauna. Flora, I mean.
Don't you mean big talk?
She is pretty knowledgeable, you find.
Yeah, because she's a wise
Lafdul.
woman's apprentice.
Yeah,
No, because I want to learn.
interested in
Well, they can.
She points out a few plants near the campsite and some uses that they would have.
Let's take some samples.
Although she does
Yeah.
tell you that she's not sure if they would work on your kind.
Well, still I take samples.
Yeah, no, Lafdul as well.
Okay. With
Just
that,
making notes and stuff.
you know, it's gotten late for you guys, so you start, getting ready to sleep. Is there a watch schedule that you would like to have? I think I might have a standard one written down. Let me take a look.
Well, now that Sinrae's a caster, she needs
I
to
think
sleep, so-
Garkar is usually first so that he can have his armor.
Sinrae is going to be using up her magic reserves for the flitter.
Yeah, you need to sleep.
We
But
won't be going on the
be
flitter
going
now.
with the flitter now that we have Giatla with us because she couldn't fit in it. It's already full with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yes.
have to go on foot.
I mean, can we carry a fire giant with us?
No.
Oh,
There isn't
That's
enough
called.
space.
Well,
Well,
so you do think that a fire giant would fit in the flitter with just the helmsman.
Yeah.
Whether the ship would be able to carry her weight is something else.
what we'd have to do is, if she's wearing a belt, is mount the Spelljammer now onto her belt
That's really.
and Spelljam the giant.
You
But we're
can't
not
do it on
going
a
to.
sentient creature, I don't think.
Yes, you can.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. They try it with Kindori whales, and they tend to go nuts because they don't like it.
I have to say, well, I do have a scroll that allows me to do such a thing.
No.
So the watch
Let's
ship
just go
I
straight there.
have is Ockar, Higgimus, Braxon, and Sinrae.
Is Sinrae going to need to drop out now?
Sinrae needs her sleep.
Well,
I need a...
She can't regain her spells the next morning because she flew.
right, but
Fleet
Sinrae, did you cast
breath.
anything? Have you cast anything, or are you still full up on all your spells?
I didn't know if she was drained from doing the flitter.
So when you are on the helm, you lose the ability to cast your spells, but the spells are not wiped from your memory.
Only thing she had cast yesterday was armor.
Okay.
So she's mostly full up on her spells.
So it's up to you whether you want to take the time to memorize that again.
Well, hang on. If we split it with a 3-way split, she can get her spells back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of what I was getting for.
Works.
Okay. So Ockar, Higgimus, and Braxon will be on watch.
Yep.
Okay. Gyatla rolls out a very large bedroll, and with a
We all start choking with debris, dust that goes flying in our way, like a hurricane.
It's not dusty. She didn't like
Oh no, it's like
shake
debris,
it out.
leaves.
She didn't shake it out. Just
What?
unrolled it.
I'm just thinking, it's like how little we are, how big she is. Everything she does is just...
It's
On
not
a-
quite like that. Anyway, so she beds down and uses her pack as a pillow and goes to sleep. Although, while doing so, she makes a comment under her breath that some of you were able to hear about how early it is.
Ow. Wow. We don't know how our times.
Yep. But
Also, we've done quite a lot today.
Alright, so you guys go to sleep and wake up the next morning. You guys can change your spells.
Checking the
Oh.
duration of things.
Nothing happened.
Nope, nothing happened.
Yeah.
My lord.
No attacks
Good.
by giant squirrels.
I mean, you are
Something
pretty
wrong.
close to the fire giant town, so...
That's true.
I basically remember spells that I cast last time and cast them again. So armor and endure heat and heat to all fighters.
Okay.
So they can wear their armor 7.5 hours without any negative
Mhm.
penalties from this heat.
Okay.
Strength on Braxon,
Alright, give me
Oh.
a second.
if he wants it.
Yes,
If you get
please.
that.
Yeah.
You just want to
I'm-
lose your clothes.
Refreshing
hang on.
my
He
temporary.
wants to show his natural body to the woman.
So, Solas, was it endure heat on everyone?
Yeah, for you,
fighters.
Ockar and Higgimus.
So you can wear your armor, and I'm doing the afternoon shifts.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, Braxon, you're at 1860.
Woohoo!
I was...
Between the two of us, we can give you endure heat for 16.5 hours, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm going to take an extra endure heat in case it fails, because it's going to be a 20% chance every day. So
Okay, works on Higgimus.
was that uncomfortable to sleep?
It was warm.
It's just uncomfortable, not
So-
unpalatable or something.
So either, some of you may have slept without a sheet, some of you may have slept with just a sheet kind of thing. It's up to you, how what
Yeah.
you would feel your character would do. But certainly none of you would want to sleep with a blanket. That said, Gyatla clearly slept with a thick woolen blanket.
Well, she is fire giant.
And they're yeah,
I think Solas and Ockar would be quite good without any blankets or something like this,
Yeah.
because both come from a bit colder climates.
well, no, I come from Brawl, but
Well, genetically.
Lafdul's used to his temperate,
genetically
nice
colder climate. Yeah.
niceties of Faerun.
Gyatla removes a package of food from her pack and eats it in the morning while watching you guys all prepare.
Lafdul shimmies over to Lever at some point and says, "Is that human meat?" I didn't even think about that.
Lever looks at it. What does it look like?
Looks like jerky and hardtack and cheese.
Can't tell.
Would Lever be able to, with cooking, find out what it might be?
Not without examining it.
Okay.
Also, about it being human meat, there haven't
That'd be a
been
bit rude, wouldn't it?
in this world.
Lafdul, if you bring me a little piece, I might be able to find out. I could examine it and find out.
Still take a nibble of it to
I
make
mean,
sure.
I think Solas just had a comment that might be relevant, but I
What
think he
did
got
he say?
over talked. What was that, Solas?
That there isn't that many little people on this world,
Hmm.
Yeah.
humans or
don't
demi-humans,
have many-
so
They don't have many little people to harvest for human meat.
One
we
is
haven't
enough.
seen or heard about any settlements that have humans or demi-humans.
Yeah. Like,
Only-
there aren't even dwarves on this.
Only
Nice.
pretty much giant kind.
That's the thing. We don't have any dwarves with us. Aren't they like racial enemies?
Maybe they have giant-sized cows here because I mentioned having large wolves.
Well, we have
They
seen
could.
squirrels that were wolf-sized or something like that last time. And
Mammoth.
to Lafdal, dwarves do trade with the giants in here.
Oh, they trade.
Yeah, the dwarf well, not the fire giants specifically, but they trade with the smiths.
Being called the Smith actually makes a lot of sense with.
I
The
need
statue
little
we
over an
saw.
hour for my spells.
What was
I
that?
doubt any of
Lafdul?
their squirrels can compare to Renatosk.
What was that,
I
Lafdul?
need 40 minutes.
Little over
Over
an hour.
an hour. An hour and 10, something like that.
You want me to really nasty squirrel just deal with Renatosk. It's supposed to be huge.
Well, if you want something huge, there is Gyatla, who is takes same space on the map as our whole group,
Mm.
with your wolf counted in.
Although Beowulf is pretty large for a wolf, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just that it's like either this or, this, which is a little bit
Yeah.
ridiculous for a mount, I feel.
Before I... could I inquire about, does it get unbearably hot where we're going? I guess it wouldn't.
She
To what? Does
she
it get cold
says
to you?
it'll
Or get
will
warm?
probably get colder as we
Oh.
climb the hills. Although
Hell thing.
Oh, thank God.
although looking at you, it's strange. You do not seem to feel the cold here.
It's cold here.
To us, this is quite warm.
To us, this feels like summer.
It is very
Oh,
warm
sorry.
for us.
We
Summer
come
is very hot.
we come from quite a different climates.
No, we have been in much warmer areas before. We once traveled the desert, and I'll tell her about the desert and how it just kept getting hotter and hotter as we kept traveling.
She seems very fascinated by your story and asks you many questions. The idea of, like the sunlight beating down on you and making it warm, and the vast expanses of dried, cracked, and sandy earth, just are completely alien to her. And she,
I'm happy to tell her what I do know.
She is fascinated by your story there, Ockar.
Yeah, I'll tell her about it, much as I
Cast her
understand
mount.
about it.
Does she get a mount?
I need to roll. Let me do that.
I can change out Aura of Comfort.
Okay, Leva, what are you trying to create?
Pack horse.
Okay, you have no problems creating a pack horse. You realize that you could, the spell was cast at 10th level, so if there's something at 10th level that you'd rather have.
I don't have elephant hair with me, so
Okay.
no. Pack horse, I think, is the best.
Well, I don't have a token for that anyway, so.
Is it the
Sinrae.
pack horse?
Sinrae, you cannot cast armor on yourself right now. You need about 12
Right.
hours.
I will give
okay.
I will give that ring that has the shield spell for Sinrae for this duration. So if she needs something like that, she can cast the shield from the ring.
Actually, I just recalculated. You can cast it because you
Okay.
have the
Okay.
9 hours of flight, bunch of hours at the Jarls, and then camping. So yeah, 24 hours have passed since you started on the helm.
Okay, then I don't need to give the ring to her.
Do you have any
But,
rings, Sinrae?
Yes.
You do. Okay.
She has
She has a ring of protection.
a ring that prevents dehydration and withering, and a ring of minor protection.
Okay. And you're wearing both of those, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. With that, so you guys begin to travel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Giatla has to slow her pace down to our pace, of course.
Well, since you're
Yeah.
moving at Higgimus's pace, yes.
But during travel, I will.
Yeah.
I will talk with Giatla if she is willing to teach me more about her culture and such, because I will make it known that I am a scholar and I'm always interested in new cultures.
She has many questions for you as well. So,
Well, I answer them because such is the way of Higgimus clerics.
yeah.
Solas and the giant Lafdul start speaking jokes to Leather.
I guess I would also chip him with Norse stuff if she's interested.
She seems very interested in learning about all of you and stuff like that.
Sinrae will regale her with stories of growing up on a Spelljammer ship.
That even more so than what Ockar was talking about seems to fascinate her. This traveling the stars.
Looks like we got a fangirl on our hands.
Nah, just someone who's interested, and
She's somewhat of a scholar herself.
you feel like in terms of like her personality, you would say that she's somewhere between 16 and 20 years old in what you in human years. You're not sure how old she actually is, but like that's your relevant experience. Is that that's how old she feels to you?
So young adult.
Yes.
Well, Solas is eager to converse and trade information, and of course take notes of what he hears and learns.
Okay. All right. So you begin traveling. All right. So Solas, you would be like kind of next to Gyatla.
Yeah.
So let's just do
Basically, chatting with her while following the rest of the group.
All right. Higgimus would be in the lead. Where would other people be?
Braxon would usually go in second place to back up the person at the front, or he'd be tailing near the back to stop people following us.
I'd be in third.
Well, it's up to you. Would you want to be in the back, or would you want to be up near the front?
Who have we got near the tail?
I don't know yet.
I
Most
guess
likely-
I can go up the tail, or I can go on one of the sides. That's where I normally go.
Lever behind Braxon.
Then I'll go behind Lava.
Braxton will go in second place unless there's no one willing to take up the tail who's a fighter, in which case he'll go at the back.
No, I'd go second back, I guess. Something I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be somewhere in there. Middle-ish.
All right. Does it seem reasonable to you for traveling kind of a diagonal path right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't the fire giant at the back?
She is at the back talking with Solas right now. So unless someone wants to be behind them...
Yeah, it's going to be a little hard to hear anything over their booming voice, so...
I mean...
No, I'm flanking Higgimus on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, well, look, if it's that actual way, then Braxton should be at the back. Because we've got Sinrae and Solas towards the back. Where they
Yeah,
can
but
be
the
out.
fire giant's there.
Yeah.
They got a fire giant to hide behind.
She's
All
not
right.
wearing armor, though.
Oh,
Braxton will go at the back.
I can go to the back.
Lever stays behind Higgimus in that case.
Looks like I'm
Argue
the light.
about.
Looks like Braxton's the light source.
I guess I'm like third or something. Line. If it
Because
is
all the
line.
shadows move for me.
Well, the shadows are going to move for everyone.
Ah, right, okay,
Because it's based on your individual character.
right.
Okay. Let's see. So you begin traveling, and the day seems to go fairly uneventfully. You stop after about 4 hours to, or 5 hours or so, to have a quick meal of your rations and stuff like that. Gyatla eats some more. She also points out a few berries that are edible, so you supplement your meal with that. The berry bushes aren't very productive right here, though, so you don't get too many. However, they are about fist-sized, so...
So it's like we're eating an apple.
Higgimus is going to have a field day.
Kind of, but it's
so to
like
speak.
the consistency of a grape, the size of an
It's
apple.
just-
So it's kind of messy.
Yeah.
It's just like a load of water.
So we
mushy
can't just
water.
cut it open.
Well, you
If you got,
can
like,
cut it
porridge or
open.
something.
It's just that there's a lot of water inside. I mean, they're very juicy. So it's up to you how you decide to eat it. But either way, it's pretty messy.
I would just slit it slightly,
While
take it
we
like
are,
coconut.
while we are camping for or taking a break for a meal, I will also inquire if there are any other herbal herbs in here that she hasn't yet pointed out.
She looks around and says that there really aren't any around here that she sees. She has not been this far from town
No.
before.
Braxton wants to collect some fairly large pebbles, roundish,
Okay.
as we walk along.
Okay.
Maybe about
Gyatla
5 or 6.
asks whether you tend to throw stones as well.
No. But you said you was interested in space. I was going to show you something with the aid of some pebbles.
Oh, she gets quite excited by that. And, at camp this evening?
Yes, won't take long.
She kind of gives a happy clap and says that she's looking forward to it.
I think you found your soulmate there, Braxon.
I thought it was Solas that did.
You both have. Now you gotta fight over her.
I think
There's more than enough of her to go around. So to speak.
I feel like if you wanted to do that, she would probably just say that whichever one of you could defeat her in single combat.
So Braxon. Maybe.
I don't think
Braxon's
Braxon
got
could defeat.
a flaming sword though. He will defaultly lose because he keeps healing
No,
her.
remember, it can change into a battle axe.
She
Yeah, I know,
can
but
also
Braxon
lift up
refuses.
every single one of you, including Higgimus, and chuck you pretty far. Higgimus not
True.
quite so far as everyone else.
I was mainly just joking.
Braxton's quite used to tall women.
That's true.
not
Braxon
quite-
is short.
Not this tall.
They're all women are tall to Braxton.
Yeah, because you're really short.
How tall are you? Like 5 foot something?
He's well, I don't know if he's shorter than you.
Lafdul's 4'11". He's tiny.
He's 5'4", so Lafdul's
Yeah.
tiny and smaller than Braxton.
God, Braxton's tiny. I'm 6'2".
Well, Braxon isn't that much shorter than Solas is.
Well, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
You're saying that aloud?
Well, I don't think Ockar said that to Braxton, so
I did not.
well,
You're
there you go.
also big.
So after the break and the meal, you begin to travel again. You get a few more hours under your belts when there is suddenly a spear flies out from behind the trees and hits one of the trees just to your left, and you see fairly, through the trees up ahead, a figure steps out. You should be able to see this, I think.
Was that aimed at someone?
You would say that it was
Those are
pretty
warning
clearly
shots to
aimed
me.
at the tree, intended to miss.
Oh,
A warning
so it's
throw.
a warning shot.
Can you see that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't tell what it is.
That's fine. And the figure is humanoid in appearance, about Higgimus's height, and he shouts out through the trees. It's clear that he threw that spear, and he says, "Your money or your life."
Really?
Yep. We got
Braxton.
easy marks, boys.
What money?
You mean the giant-sized money that we don't clearly have?
He's more than happy to take your small-sized money.
Oh.
Okay. Time for combat, boys.
Yeah.
And girl.
Bandits
draws his spear.
are something that lawful goods tolerate.
Braxton
Yatla says that she says surprisingly quietly, so that only you can hear. I've heard of bandits in these hills. I don't have much on me, but if you'd prefer not to fight them, I'm actually kind of surprised that
we're
they're
not
willing to
tolerating bandits.
willing to face one of my kind.
Braxton calls back. That's the worst password I've ever heard.
What? And then everybody looks confused.
They
You're
look
trying to give
crack-
us an initiative debuff.
So I mean, like, are what are you guys doing? I mean, like,
Prepare for combat by first of all seeing if there are any other movement.
I'm looking up in the trees for archers.
there's a lot of
How
trees
far is-
around, so it's kind of hard to tell, and they're very
How
big
far
trees.
is he?
Well, you could use the measuring tool.
Which
Well, I know what I'm
accurately
going to do then. I'm just going to take cover and cast a spell.
Braxon
Okay.
says.
How
Braxon
many of them
calls out.
there seem to be?
All right, so Braxon, what are you saying?
Braxton's calling out. Would you like to come and take your spear back? You might need it.
We'll give you a fair chance.
So that's your life then. All right, we'll take that and your money. Get 'em, boys. And let's go ahead
He's
and
gonna
pull up
regret.
the turn tracker.
Yep.
So really, it's the first time you've thrown brigands at us.
How many places have you been that have could possibly have brigands? And we've already established that there are trading routes around here.
Yeah.
Right.
These
Boy,
are
there was a
humans.
lot of stuff on the last map.
Yeah, because we kind of did that huge fight with fire giants.
Yay! I remembered to click on my little picture.
So Gyatla says, "We're fighting."
Yes.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Brigands are a bit of a matter where you pretty much have to take them out.
Alrighty, then you see her
Looking at a
reaching
spell.
into her pouch.
What's this terrain like? Is it all foresty?
It's,
I know because you've only been using like one template, so.
it's fairly rough, but I mean it's like a mountainous forest, but
All right, there's enough for my
very
various
very
bounce
large
spells.
scale. So
Yeah.
big bushes all over the place, gigantic trees, that sort of thing.
All right. Where's the spell? There.
they should be in range of spell then.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. 60 yards. Hang on.
And you're out of range for me.
Well, remember
Yep.
yards are times 3 to get feet.
Yeah.
No, but this is literally yards of my spell. That's actually out of range of my spell.
Ooh,
No.
goody. Goody, I like it.
I would know what spell that I would use. This is that. I just don't know half character.
133.8 feet.
It says. Hang on, this is special. What?
Most of your ranged weapons will be in range. Oh, I also need to roll for Higgimus too, don't I?
Man, that was bad initiative roll.
I selected her, you silly initiative.
I see. Sinrae also had bad roll.
Yay, bad rolls. Yay, I like bad
Hang on.
rolls.
I'm changing.
No, bad rolls means that it's gonna take forever.
Oh,
Bad
what's
rolls are
initiative?
great for me.
Bad rolls
Well,
are
bad
terrible.
rolls for initiative isn't that bad.
Can we have bad rolls for an extra hour on the end of the game
Right, 8.
and then
Oh.
nearly die? That's always fun.
We'll see. Let's see. Higgimus is gonna ready his gun. So that is going to be... Did I actually click on his token? I did not.
Oh, that's good. Maybe Higgimus's gun will scare them away.
Okay.
Big boomstick.
All right, has everyone rolled?
Yeah, I've adjusted mine.
Okay. Leva.
Magic missiles.
Okay. On that guy who stepped out.
Yes, that's the only one I can see.
Okay. You're definitely hearing movement around as you're getting your spell prepared, but you can't see anything else if you can't see anything else. So. Okay, and let me see something. Just a second. Okay. All right, you get 3 missiles.
Brand new spell. Oh.
Oh, is that all?
Yep. 3 missiles.
So disappointed.
That all.
Let me see. That's that.
You're meant to give off a good impression for the guest.
Why did I lose that? 1d4 plus.
So you intone some words, and 3 missiles streak out of your fingers through the trees and slam into the tall humanoid. That threw the spear for 12 points of damage. He grunts loudly.
Mm-hmm.
And Sinrae.
Sinrae is going to fire her bow, and I meant to do that with my modifier, which was +2.
Not that it matters because your bowstring snaps.
It's the heat.
Yeah, the heat and humidity apparently have played havoc with the with those.
Sinrae swears loudly.
In what language?
Several.
I mean, you know, you gotta cover all the bases, right?
Are you swearing in Dwarven?
No, she doesn't know that one. She's
You're not
swearing.
swearing right.
She's...
All right, Lafdul, your turn.
I am
You always gotta
going
include Dwarven
to
in your swears.
touch leather as I cast a spell. I cast Chaos Ward on her.
Okay.
That lasts for 12
What does-
rounds. You
what
get
does
plus
that
2
do?
against missile attacks, plus
thank you.
1 against melee attacks, and ranged attacks can be reflected or deflected.
Is that
There
ranged
is a-
attacks or ranged spells?
I'm just checking. I believe missile attacks or directed spells may be deflected or reflected.
Okay. All right, Ockar.
So, yeah, I'll
Okay.
probably have to
Let's
Just
see.
keep that in mind if
This
she
one.
gets attacked by ranged weapons.
I can't. Can I see them?
You should be able to see the one who threw the spear. If you can't see anything else, then you can't see anything else.
Oh, where's the one that drew a spear? I can't see anything but us.
Zoom
Far,
all the
Yeah.
way
far
out.
southeast,
He's pretty far away.
almost southeast corner of the map.
Oh, I see them. Okay, I'm gonna get on Beowulf and we're gonna fly down there.
You can't really fly through here.
Oh, then I'm gonna start advancing down this way.
Are you riding Beowulf?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and the first thing I see, I'm attacking.
You charging?
Yeah, I can. How far can I move? On Beowulf?
Further than you can on foot.
Given your weight, that's going to be 120 feet.
Okay. I see it down when I get to about here, I think, right? I
I
can't
mean,
click on Beowulf's token.
you can't? Oh, hold on a second.
Alright, Can I?
Controlled by Ockar. There you go. You should be able to move him now.
Okay. When I get to about here, I'll see this giant. Can I stab it with my spear? Since I only moved 90.
You can indeed.
Okay. That go 10?
All right, that is a hit. And yes, it is large.
Oh.
Okay, so you riding Beowulf, you charge through the trees. And just as you are coming up, one of the other giants is beginning. Well, something else is stepping out of the trees, and you instinctively hit it with your spear, bring yourself to a halt for 18 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Solas.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, Solas is going to be casting magic missile on that figure he can see on the north.
Ping it, please. Okay.
So it's 3 missiles.
Okay. So 3 missiles streak out of your fingers, flying around the bushes and the tree trunks towards a humanoid that is just stepped out. That is stepping out from behind a tree to your north. For 12 points of damage, the missiles slam into his body, and the body goes flying backwards, landing on the ground in a crumpled heap.
Hey, crumpled heap.
And it does not move.
Artillery is working.
Higgimus has pulled out a one of his pistols, seeing the giant that Ockar has attacked. He is moving forward a bit and taking aim and firing. Come on, misfire, come on, misfire, come on, misfire.
Nope.
Nope, that is a miss. He takes aim and misses, and you see him begin to draw his sword after that.
Does it
You
hit
were
anything
half
else?
correct.
I'm sorry?
Does it hit anything else, Ald?
No.
Okay.
You were half correct. It was not misfire, but a miss.
It was a miss. The figure that shouted at you, he readies another spear and hurls it at Ockar. But he does miss you, Ockar, as he then moves up and over there. Another giant comes out from behind the trees behind you, Ockar, and
Hidden giants.
Hidden giant crouching Lafdul.
he is holding a stone, and he hurls it down towards Higgimus before pulling out a club to attack you next round.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like stump an Ockar into the ground,
He
like
Not
a
yet.
peg.
Nah, he will use a club to hammer him.
That stun's more thematic. I don't know.
Don't give him ideas.
The stone slams into the tree behind Higgimus and drops to the ground. The giant that you attack, Ockar, drops his stone and tries to smash you with his club.
He was not expecting the Ockar Inquisition.
He was not, but he does hit you. The club slams into
wow.
your torso.
Ouch.
I'm going to need a land riding proficiency check to maintain your position on your horse. On your wolf.
Okay.
Oh, if you get dismounted, the wolf can attack on its own.
And you should have said no one expects a Spelljammerish Inquisition.
Okay,
If it's
you
better.
maintain your seating, and the club slams into you for 12 points of damage.
Yeah. They're the best you got, you big bastard.
Oh, language, Ockar.
It's a
So,
paladin.
12.
Some more figures.
Remember, Ockar, that real warriors are also gentlemen.
12 points of damage?
12 points of damage, yes.
Okay.
Some more figures, very similar, but not quite as tall as the one that shouted at you, step out from behind the trees further down, and almost in unison they throw spears at you and Behemoth.
Oh, there's nice big giants to misfire upon.
Well, this one trips over a branch as he's coming out, and he is going to be stunned for a round. Next one. Next one does miss you. Next two does get a hit. So a spear comes in and gets a swipe off on you for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And the two farther back throw, but they miss.
I'm missing going on.
It's a lot of missing, yes. Solas, coming around the same tree that the one that you hit with missiles, another humanoid figure, substantially taller than you, comes out, and with a spear in hand, he's charging straight towards you and Gyatla. And that is going to be... he is able to get up to Gyatla and attack. But surprisingly, she manages to dodge that. And let me check something. Okay. Lafdul and Leva, you see a pair of similar figures rushing up towards you with spears.
Oops.
Oh. Oh,
From the
they're
south.
over there.
All right, Braxon.
Okay. I was worried that Braxon would be out of range of his targets, but
You've got
luckily
targets.
this guy's come right up close.
Yeah, he has.
So Braxton's gonna have a go at him with an arrow.
Okay.
That
What's your
may be
tackle?
a miss. It's 13 with a short bow.
That is a miss. Unfortunately, he was rushing far faster than you expected, and you miss aim, and your arrow goes wide.
Yeah. Braxton was going to shoot one of the others. That's
Gyatla, hearing the sound of him come, has pulled a stone out and is basically just going to drop it on his head. Or try to.
It's going to peg him into the ground.
And, oh, does she ever.
Did she crit?
She did. Natural 20.
Oh, this poor fool.
For whatever it is.
They brought it on themselves.
It kind of did.
Well, you're not getting any salvageable loot from that guy. It's going to be all smashed up.
So she was planning to throw it down towards the leader, but she spins around and just like slams it down in like a dunking motion.
That's going to be a morale hit, surely.
And that figure that sure looks like an ogre is in a lot of pain now.
Not dead.
No, he is not dead. He's not dead. I did not roll well. All right, let's see. Sinrae, your bowstring broke, so no second attack. Lafdul cast a spell. Ockar, do you get a second attack with your spear?
Not until next round.
Okay. Higgimus does not get a second attack. And Braxon, you get a second attack.
Yay! I can miss again or break my bowstring. Oh yes! Same guy.
Okay.
Missed again.
That's not at least a broken bowstring.
That is definitely not a broken bowstring.
So I've got D6.
Yeah, double damage dice. I don't think you have any modifiers to it.
I've got nothing written down.
All right.
So
I don't think your +1 becomes. Does it come +2?
Well, it's a magical bow.
If it's a magical
those
bow,
are-
+1 bow?
I'm not sure.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's. You got that halfling bow for ages ago.
Yeah,
+1 bow.
2d6 +1 then.
2d6 +1. I don't use it enough. That's it. I don't use the bow enough. I haven't worked out how it works yet.
Yeah.
It is
No,
a
no,
+1
no.
bow. It is a +1 bow.
Yeah. Okay.
The ogre seemingly kind of stunned from the stone is reeling back a bit in surprise as your arrow just embeds itself in his shoulder.
Are these actually ogres? These are like huge creatures.
The one that attacked Gyatla, yeah, definitely an ogre. The two coming towards you, definitely ogres.
What about the one I'm fighting?
You're not sure. You haven't seen its type before. It is a giant. It is let's see, 16 feet tall, so
Giant,
more than
yeah.
twice your height, wielding clubs. Wearing just animal skins, has a sloping forehead, and just kind of an evil look in its eyes. The other figures farther down, they're a bit stockier, but look very much like humans, just bigger.
Does Biomove get an attack when Ockar is riding?
Not when he's moving like that.
Well, I'm planning on hopping off him this next round, and it's a new round, right?
Yep, new round, so everyone can roll initiative.
Yeah, so I'm planning to hop off Beowulf, and we're gonna try to fight together. I can do that, right?
Yep.
Oh, I think Braxon to stick with the arrows for now.
Could be worse.
Better.
Just checking the spell.
What could be worse?
To roll.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it could definitely be worse. Couldn't be too much better.
I had my 2 last time.
Yeah, that was a pretty good roll then.
Hmm.
Oh wow! Yay! Initiative. Fast as I could be. And you're still faster than me.
Who is?
We're all.
Oh, Leva.
Clever.
Well, I mean
We're all
that
of a
is
slow round.
that is Leva for you, really. All right, anyone still need to roll?
What's your last name? Quick loose or something? Fit loose. So.
Anyone still need to roll? All right, that's a note.
Mhm.
All right, Leva.
I want to throw a fireball at those 4
Oh.
down here.
Okay.
I want to throw a forest fire.
Oh,
You can start
how
forest fires.
this area is. Oh well.
Are we in a rainforest or a normal forest?
Normal forest.
It's gonna be a blazing inferno now.
I don't think the fire giants will much care up north. They might.
No, the
actually
fire
enjoy
giant
it.
could just casually pat it out.
We accidentally set light to the sun and left.
Oops.
Okay, where are you trying to target it?
You know, I
Sort
never
of
thought I'd be
here,
walking on the
in
sun.
the middle between those 4, because that's about 20 feet according to this. and that's the radius of the fireball. So if I target in the middle, it should get them all.
You're gonna miss one of the ones on the edge. You're pretty sure.
All right. Pity, but
It's
Okay.
fine.
So you unleash a. Oh, actually, I need to roll to see if there's something. Oh, all right. Okay, a glowing streak leaves your finger and weaves between Ockar and the giants down through the forest and explodes between a pair of trees in a sphere of fire, incinerating 3 of them. Go ahead and roll 96, please.
96.
Yep.
Yes, it's very powerful, that spell.
Okay.
Lots
They
of
don't have any equipment anymore, no doubt.
new ones. Yeah, all their
Destroying
treasure
the
was
loot.
paper.
Oh.
Everyone.
Can you fix the initiative? I'm supposed to be after the Lafdul on the list. I forgot to fix it.
Okay. The one on the uppermost edge. You see him. You hear him scream in pain as the flames roll over him, and he crumples to the ground, a blackened, blistered corpse.
Gosh, Leo feels guilty.
Oh, you say that as you're about to get clubbed in the face or something.
Poor way.
As do the other 2.
Oh,
Wow.
you got 3.
All 3 of them turn into just ashen cinders all the way down there.
Good job.
Thank you. It's not all done yet.
All right, Lafdul.
I can move 15, yeah?
Yeah.
While casting a spell. Can I move there?
Yeah.
Then I am going to cast Spiked Growth.
Okay, what's the area of effect on that?
Bear with me. The area effect is a 10-foot square cube, a level, and I have a 60-yard range. So I can easily, get the middle of them.
So you just want to fill in the area in front of them.
Yeah, basically up to me if I can.
Okay. And what is the effect of that?
Basically, if for every 10 feet of movement through the area, the victim suffers 2d4 points of damage, and he also must roll a saving throw versus spells. Spells fail, the victim's movement rate is reduced by 1/3 of its current total, but it can never be reduced lower than 1.
Okay.
And it lasts 24 hours if it matters, but...
All right, and that works on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So 2d4 per 10 feet of movement?
Yeah, for every 10 feet they walk through.
All right.
I can't really draw a weapon.
No, that's fine. All right,
I'll draw
Ockar.
a short sword, I guess.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hop off Beowulf and start attacking the southern giant that I've already injured.
Okay.
We're both going to. So Ockar was spear. We know that hits.
And Thaco?
Thaco 10.
That is a hit.
Now for Beowulf.
That is not a hit.
Okay.
Beowulf should use the spear as well. Better off.
Beowulf doesn't have hands.
He's got a mouth.
He can bite the spear.
Yeah.
All right, you stab the giant that you've already stabbed for 21 damage. He
Sure,
grunts in pain. Solas, your turn.
Well, I'm going to summon some help for Ockar.
Oh.
So monster summoning 1.
Okay.
Do I or do you roll the monsters that come out from the...
I roll for the monsters. You roll for the
amount?
The amount. Yeah. So go ahead and roll 2d4. The off chance that you get 3d4, then I will have you roll another one.
Well, not many.
Still. Give me just a second to pull up the list itself. Okay. All right. So, where do you want them just surrounding Ockar kind of thing?
I want them to basically attack the northern giant.
Okay.
So protecting Okkar's back.
All right, so you intone your spell, and all of a sudden, with kind of a pop, 3 bats appear, and with a
That's will
screech,
say, "Oh, I want one."
with a screech, they swoop down to attack the giant. So go ahead and give me 3 d20s.
I've always wanted.
Well, that's not good. None of them hit, I guess.
Yes, unfortunately, none of them do hit, but they may distract the giant. We'll see.
Yeah, that's their main purpose.
Okay. Let's see. The one that shouted at you looks like he is moving up towards Ockar, but he is clearly not having liked the look of what happened to his companions, and having been hit with a spell already, he's gonna do something else.
Is he regretting his actions?
Not yet.
Well, we all can make bad life choices.
That is true. That is true. That does happen sometimes, bad life choices. Right. He is going to move there. Okay. And Gyatla, having hit the ogre in front of her with a rock last round, is switching over to her walking staff. And
just like a giant tree trunk to us.
It's a pretty thick staff, and with just a quick smash from the base of the staff, it smashes into the ogre. For a lot of damage. Need another die. Yeah, the ogre, you hear crunching bones as this thick staff slams into the ogre, and he tumbles backwards, head over heels, and is dead.
Hey, dead.
All right, Braxon, your turn.
Right. Well, that gives Braxon no one to shoot at.
Well, no one there. There might be some other people you could shoot at.
I think if you move a bit, you might be able to shoot one of those ogres that threaten Leva and Lafdul.
Would Braxon lose any attacks if he moved?
Depends on how far you move. If you don't move very far, like if you're just repositioning around Gyatla,
yeah, maybe. Would here be okay?
Yeah, that's a little too far.
That's too far.
Right.
Yeah, just reposition around Gyatla.
Okay. I'm just thinking that I'm shooting past Lever and Lafdul, but I can do a cold shot, can't I?
No, because you didn't roll for that on initiative. Called shots are +1.
+1.
But they're not in melee with the creatures.
Is there a risk of me hitting them?
Not if they're not in melee.
Ah, right. Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, I think Braxon will go for this one because he's. I think this one's got cover.
Okay.
Because it looks like there's a bush here. Right.
Can you fully see the guy?
I think.
If there's no part of it that's cut off, then he does not have any cover.
Hang on.
You can see him fully.
Well, no, you can't tell because it's based on his character.
I'm putting a line in.
Right. No. If you could fully see the round token, they do not have any cover.
I can see them both, but there was. Oh, I see. So you're saying the shadows represent cover.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you can only see half of a token, then yeah, they have some degree of cover, and they're going to get a bonus to.
Oh, I can see both of them, but I'm going for the one on the right.
Okay.
And missing him.
And yes, missing him. All right. These ogres are coming towards you, Lafdul and Leva. So this one moves through 20 feet. So he needs to make 2 saving throws.
Yeah.
And the damage is automatic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damage is automatic. The saving throw slows their movement, but it won't matter at 20 feet.
Yeah. And it's 2d4 points of damage per 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see him yell in pain as he crosses those spikes in front of you.
Those spikes are not visible.
They're not visible?
No, so anyone goes in, including myself. You need magical aid to see them. And it does last 3d4 turns, plus 1 a level.
Alright, so they're around for the entire battle.
Yeah, basically after combat, it's going to be fun trying to loot the corpses.
And he is stabbing at you with a spear.
I guess I wouldn't have. I might have a short sword, but I won't have my shield.
But the pain apparently has confused him, and the spear slips out of his hand and clatters to the ground behind you. But he seems ready to punch you next round. Leva, the other ogre, is charging through that area. You see, for some reason, Leva, I mean, you don't know what is going on, but he seems to shout in pain and dance around as he's walking through that area.
That's weird.
It's a spell that you saw me cast. It's only 1 if it's a melee attack, and it doesn't do anything special.
Okay, sounds good.
But as he's rushing towards you to stab you, you see him stumble to the ground and stop moving.
Really? Well, Lafdul, well done.
My spell wasn't that good.
I mean
44 points of damage.
One of them died from my magic missile. So they aren't that
Everyone's dying before Braxon can get to
Yeah, I would say to Leva, don't move.
At least don't move south.
All right, Sinrae, your turn.
Was going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on those 2, but there's only 1 now.
You're the one then, I guess. You're already casting it.
She's gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern on this guy.
Okay, what's the range on that?
The range is 30 yards. The area effect is 30 feet cube.
Okay. All right, so he needs to make a saving throw.
Yep.
Can you decide who gets affected on that spell?
No, it's everyone in the area, but Lafdul's back is to her, so.
Laughter and Levo's back is to me, so they should be fine.
Okay.
So why is it hypnotized? I look back and get hypnotized myself.
Do you like damn it, Lafdul?
So, Lafdul, you see this this ogre with anger on his face. His spear has slipped out of his hands due to the pain, and he's like rearing back to punch you in the face, and just like his eyes kind of widen and glaze over, and he kind of slows and just kind of stands there, weaving back and forth slowly.
He
But I
went
feel
slack
bad
jaw.
about killing him.
I mean,
guess
you
I
might, but
wouldn't.
he did charge towards you and try to attack you. So
Yeah. Plus,
He
I'm
started
neutral
it.
anyway, so.
And even if he is hypnotized, he hasn't surrendered.
all right, Ockar, these two figures rushing over the burnt corpses of their companions. The other one is kind of on the ground. He slipped and fell. He's picking himself back up, so he's not doing anything. But they're rushing forward to attack you with spears. And one of them does hit. That is going to be that guy. For 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Higgimus, after he fired his gun and started drawing his sword, putting away the gun, charging forward, not really seeing a way to get through. So he's
Those
going to
bats
be.
are in the air, right?
The bats are in the air, but they're still swarming around. So no, he can't move through them. He's going to go this way and call on the power of his sword. He's going to circle around behind. And he gets 4 bonus hit points. All right, the giants on you, Ockar, are going to... well, one of them is going to swing his club at you. So they should do that. And that is going to be a hit.
How much?
$12 points of damage.
Still up.
The other one is he's going to swing wildly at the bats that are swarming about his face, and that is a hit, and that is just going to be an automatic kill for one of these. He swings his club at the the swarming bats, hits one of them. The bat goes flying into the ground with a wet thump, and then vanishes.
Ouch.
All right, let's see. Ockar, second attack.
Yep. Oh no.
Oh.
You stab at the giant, but the pain of being swatted by these clubs causes your spear to slip out of your hands and clatter well behind the giant.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, not too bad.
Braxon, second attack from you.
The good thing is where my ring was.
Is this guy here in melee now?
Yes, but he is mesmerized.
Yeah, but Braxon can't shoot him, can he?
You might
you
shoot
can. You
Lafdul.
might hit
What's the
Lafdul.
worst that happens? Lafdul might just go over and pelt you on if you hit him.
I might hit Lafdul.
But you do have an easier. The ogre is not trying to dodge though, so.
Yeah.
Go for the ogre.
Uh,
I'm gonna have a Higgimus here in a second, so I'm okay.
yeah.
Until you get critted.
I'll shoot this guy then.
Well, are you still going to be friends with Lafdul after this?
Just roll it.
Oh yes!
Oh no! If you crit me, I'm not going to be happy with you.
No, it's parted Lafdul's hair on the way through.
Lafdul, 1, 2, or 3.
3.
Okay. Your arrow slams into the ogre, bringing him out of the stun. 2d6 plus 1 points of damage, please.
Say it's a 1 and 3. I got critted.
No.
Wrong.
How did it?
What?
You did D20, 2d6 plus 1.
I don't know how that happened.
Did you hit the up arrow?
Probably.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, try that again.
I don't know why I didn't roll the 2d6. I guess because there wasn't a plus. All right, 9 points of damage. The ogre is still standing, and he comes out of the... he kind of shakes himself awake and shouts in anger. And... No
As long
one
as he
else...
doesn't look back.
No one else gets a second attack. All right.
Okay, so lay on hands, that's a +3.
Yes.
Okay.
What would be restringing my bow?
That'd be the full round if you have a bowstring.
Well, damn. That wasn't a good roll to have.
Damn.
You do not have any bowstrings?
I do
Please,
not think I
awesome.
have a spare one. I'm not
Oh,
sure if I have a
Lafdul's
spare
got
one.
Lafdul's got spare ones he can give you. some
I
after.
would say you probably would.
They're only a copper.
And
they
yeah, they're
literally
only a
cost
copper
nothing.
piece each, so there's no reason
Okay.
for you to not have them.
Yeah,
Can,
you would have multiple.
Yeah, I've got
Oh.
like 4 on me.
Can
She'll spend the
Braxton,
round.
Okay. Deduct like 4 copper pieces and just put down 3 other
Bow.
other ones on you.
can
She's
Braxton throw his bow to Sinrae and go forward and take his sword out?
It's the same amount of time, so
You're gonna get spiked going through that.
there's
Well,
no real
he doesn't want to use his bow anymore.
Well, that amazing shot. I'm surprised that you think that.
I mean,
Well,
you
I
have
thought-
shot 2 amazing shots with it.
Yeah, I
So
suppose
why would you
Alright.
think otherwise?
All right, fair enough.
I mean, it's up to you, but throwing your bow to her, especially when you see her starting to string hers, it's, a little bit iffy on that. But I mean, it's the same amount of time. You're essentially giving her the bow, so that's your action. She would be taking your bow, so that'd be her action. But she's
Fair enough.
restringing her bow anyway, so that's her action. So it's kind of 6 of one, half dozen of the other in that regard.
Fair enough. I'll stick with the bow till I get near the front then.
Okay.
Sinrae is restringing her bow this round, so she's
All right.
My plan is to back away some and use lay on hands.
Oh, initiative. Sorry.
Yep.
How much
Um,
can you...
Ockar, backing away, since you don't have anyone to protect you, you would
I
get.
have Beowulf.
That's not enough. That's not enough.
Well, I'm hoping that, well, okay, I guess I'll just stand there and use lay on hands, because I don't think I provoke when I lay on hands.
No.
Oh,
And then
wow.
I'll call back my spear, is my plan.
Wow.
All right, I'll let you do both.
How much can I move before I cast a spell?
No more than 15 feet. So it's essentially repositioning. So the thing to keep in mind with spell casting is that you're not supposed to be able to move much. I allow you to reposition,
Yeah.
especially if it's a case where you just can't see a target. So you can move a little bit to the side, kind of thing.
So I could move to this.
I can't see right now, but if it's if
One,
it's 15
one up
feet,
and left from Leva.
yeah, if it's 15 feet, then that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. And I need to roll for Higgimus.
Higgimus is going to use the holy hand grenade. The holy Higgimus grenade.
Holy sword grenade.
Uh,
Right, anyone still need to
I'm
roll?
disappointed. No, I'm good. Leva still beats me on a 2.
Well, she rolled a 1.
Yeah, that's so did I.
Okay,
But she
so
has also +1.
Leva.
Yes, I'd like to reduce this one.
Sorry, which one?
This
Top
one.
ogre.
Okay.
Giant.
The one
Why
to the
does it
north.
say that I have a initiative of 8 when I roll 5?
Did you not click on your token?
I did click my token.
Well, then it probably didn't update it.
Weird.
So just edit it. Oh.
Yeah, I manually updated it.
Yeah, you should always make sure that it's done that, because you might have accidentally clicked off.
Yeah.
And let's see. Is there a saving throw for reducing?
Negates.
Negates. Okay. All right. Let's see if there's
Do you finish Ockar off?
Okay. No wild surge, so that's good.
Ockar lives today.
And then saving throw.
And he keeps his armor.
Ockar doesn't mind dying in battle.
And he does not change size at all.
Oh, what a pity. Oh well.
It
Alright.
resisted.
Lafdul, your turn.
Wait, he didn't change size?
One of the giants close to you.
Can I skewer this ogre with both my short swords?
Sure. Do you take any penalties to your attacks?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, that's good enough to hit with both.
14 and 15. Yeah.
Yeah, and considering that that ogre has taken quite a lot of beating.
2d6. Well, I have to do them both separately. 1d6. 2.
All right, so you run both of your short swords into the ogre in front of you, just jabbing them deep into his stomach. He gasps out some blood and collapses to the ground in front of you.
Oh, it's like that scene from Dragon Age Origins with Duncan and Yoga.
I guess.
Just-
I haven't seen that.
If people have seen that, they'll know.
All right,
Guess
Solas,
you don't,
your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to be moving here, and I cast a web so that it will basically affect those two smaller giants and that northern giant.
Doesn't that need to be anchored on both sides?
I think isn't that some kind of formation on the ground?
It looks like rocks.
Yeah,
Anchor it and
there is a rock
the
back there. That's
trees.
right. All right. Okay. And they get a saving throw to see if they get out in time.
Saving throw negate or half. Says.
Okay. Let's see. That is going to be. Okay. Looks like the two smaller ones next to Ockar are firmly enmeshed in the webbing. The giant, he just tears right through it, and it seems unaffected.
It says that spell with -2 penalty is the roll.
Yeah, he rolled well enough to
Yeah.
not be affected. Okay. Coming around the tree is the figure that Leva hit with the magic missiles, the one that shouted at you, and you see holding in his hand a ceramic vial of some sort, just wheels back and hurls it in your direction, Solas, Leva, and Lafdul.
It's alchemist fire! Watch out!
It's not a directed
goody.
attack, is it? It's a splash.
It's gonna do something.
If he's primarily aiming at it, leather, then the chaos shield might reflect it. It depends who he's targeting, or if he's doing an area.
Okay, let me take a look at what that... I mean, technically, it affects an area, but he's throwing it. Nope, didn't want to do that. Alright, let me see Chaos Ward.
But it's only for directed attacks, but I wasn't sure because level's in front, so. She gets a +2 to her AC, if it matters.
Let's see. Where are my d10s? There they are. Okay, no unusual effect.
Yeah, well.
All right, but this flask comes flying in your general direction, and I'm going to need saving throws from all three of you, modified by dexterity if you have a defense adjustment.
Oh, that means we're going to be rolling around in the spikes.
Which saving throw it is?
That is going to be spell. Sorry.
Spell adjusted for dexterity.
Yeah, with your defense adjustment.
I forget, is that high or low?
You want high.
Hi.
Okay, in that case, I failed. Oh, no, I won. I succeeded. Or did I?
I lose,
So-
I win.
Dexterity.
Defense adjust +4 for me. Was it reaction?
It's the defense adjustment.
Alright, +4. I think that makes
Okay,
fine.
so Solas failed and Leva and Lafdul succeed.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Solas and Lafdul, you see this ceramic container come flying in an arc from the figure, slam into the ground at Leva's feet, and as it does so, there's the sound of the ceramic container shattering, and all of a sudden this burst of flame washes over all three of you. Solas and Lafdul, you take 7 points of damage, and Leva takes 14 points of damage.
But didn't Leva pass?
No, she
Yes.
was the one that
No,
failed.
right, sorry. Leva
Solas
and
was the one that
yeah,
failed.
Leva and Lafdul take 7. Solas takes 14. My bad.
Yeah.
Still kicking.
Oh, Lafdul's like, I've got one of those.
I'm guessing that was Greek fire or alchemist fire?
It was oil of fiery burning.
Ah.
Oil of ouchiness.
Yeah, all these nice items that we're not looting.
Is Higgimus next?
No. Yatla comes around the tree, and she is just moving, because she was going to cast a spell, but her target failed. But she's decided to get in between you guys, you poor little weak creatures, and this very this very mean thing that just burned you guys. Now it's Higgimus' turn.
Should have thrown it at the fire giant. The fire giant would be like, don't feel anything.
Higgimus comes around the corner and slashes at the giant that has been beating on Ockar. Need to take a look at his Thaco. That is a hit.
Ah, thank goodness.
Well, those two smaller giants ain't going to be bothering you, Ockar.
Need to leave this page up rather than closing it out every time. And with that, the giant on you, Ockar, collapses as Higgimus' sword cuts across his back. Sinrae, your turn.
Sinrae is restraining her bow. You said it would take a full turn.
Right. Okay.
Can
Ockar.
she move a little bit?
Land hands, and I'm using my ring to call back my spear.
Okay.
So
Very clever.
And let's see, I'm at level 8, so that's 16 hit points.
Yeah, 16 hit points.
So I go from 11 to 27.
Woohoo!
It's amazing.
Another round for before you get squished by the giants.
And the web. Oh wait, can Bamel fight one of these smaller giants without getting stuck in?
Yeah, he can go stand on the corpse of the giant.
And that's what he does, and he's going to bite one of them.
Only thing the web does is protect from missile attacks.
Bamel Stacko is
Should be
I have
17.
on my.
And that
It's
is
15.
15. Oh, my bad. That is a hit.
Okay.
So 2d4 points of damage
He bites one of them on the leg.
for 3 points of damage.
It's damage. It's fine.
All right.
And do the bats attack.
They should have attacked on your turn. Sorry. You've already had your turn, so go ahead and roll the 3d20. 2d20,
2D
sorry.
because
Yeah, because one of them's gone.
well, that's nice.
Oh.
That is 2 hits.
And one of them critical, but
Revenge of the Bats.
All right, so that is going to
So-
be 1d4 for one of them and 2d4 for the other one.
I'm rallied by their compatriot's death. that feels so bad.
well, they are
Critical
just
nothing.
bats.
Yeah, they are just bats. That one bites the giant's
Ear off.
ear and starts tugging at it. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh. That
No one
is-
bites the other
that's
ear.
Not great. That is not great. I mean, it's still damage.
Giant no
Yeah,
ears.
and their main purpose is just distracting the giant, so Ockar doesn't get ganked on too much.
And the giant grabs the one that bit his ear, pulls it away, and just hurls it at the ground. There is a kind of a wet crunch as this bat slams into the ground and then vanishes.
And that's poor bat.
Braxon, your turn.
I feel bad for where we summoned these bats from.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the bats. I'm not sure how far Braxon can move. I'm thinking of that thing came in from this sort of direction. I'm thinking of having Braxon. I don't know who's putting that arrow there, but it's not me.
That's
So,
Solas. You can tell by the color.
I'm thinking of having Braxon move around this tree to outflank. But I'm not sure how many squares I can move. I think I'll lose an attack at least.
If you move half your movement, then you lose your second
One
attack.
attack.
Right. And he can move.
So you can get to just the edge of the tree on the top, around the top, and you'll keep both your moves, your attacks.
So what, like there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Oh. Let's go back to the other thing. Right. Is that all right?
Yep, that's fine.
It's moved. Sorry, it's done the snap to grid.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, you're
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
unless there's a
then-
reason not to snap to grid, you might as well let it snap to grid. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So I'll shoot this guy.
Okay. You can tell that is the direction that the flames came in from. That is a hit.
Hey. Oh. Woohoo.
3 points of damage. I do like how Leva gave you strength, and you've been using the non-strength attacks.
It's very good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Braxton's turned into Yeldin.
Let's see.
I think the one who needed strength might have been the one who charged out in front on the wolf.
Yeah.
This is where
Yeah,
Ockar uses his crossbow next round. Combat.
All right, Higgimus. He is going to move up behind and come into the giant.
For his second attack.
I just need to... That's fine. All right. So he comes in and swings his sword, an overhand strike, hitting the giant. For 18 points of damage.
No initiative?
Oh, Brax has got a second attack
Yep.
first.
Braxon gets a second attack.
Anyone else?
Not,
So I was at the end.
nope, because I had to lay on hands.
Okay.
And Sinrae
Right.
was restringing her bow.
Oh, 11. Might not be a
Thaco?
hit. Thaco is... Thaco is 12, I think.
Are you sure it's 12? You're saying you think?
I'm not sure. Well, you see, I was using the old thing for the bow I had, so I'll have to, but I'll use it for now, and I'll double check with you after the game.
Okay. Alright, that is a hit then.
Woo!
You know, maybe you should have become a ranger instead of a fighter.
Maybe. Well, I always had this bow, but I ended up using the sword because I ended up getting in the front and then clobbering people.
Alright, 6 points of damage. So, yes, now it is time for initiative.
And fighters can become a really good bowman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're good with every weapon, so...
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's why they're called fighter men.
2 have it selected, you dumb thing.
Oh, sorry. That was meant to.
Wrong die.
Yeah, it's because I'm rolling healing proficiency on myself. 1d for initiative. What the hell's the initiative thing?
Leva had to step away, so I'll roll. She told me what she wanted to do.
Okay.
I have to spray my chair with WD-40 again. It's starting to squeak.
What you do in your personal life is none of our business.
Alright, anyone still need to roll?
This squeaky chair. I can't get it to squeak on command now.
I'll take that as a no. Alright, Solas.
Yeah, I'm going to be casting magic missile on the one who threw the
Incinerated
jar.
Okay.
Incinerated your fine beard. You no longer have a beard.
So it's 3 missiles, so 3d4 plus 3.
Yep. Alright, 10 points of damage. Three missiles streak out of your fingers and slam into him. He grunts in pain across the clearing. Leva is going to enlarge.
The bat.
Oh, right, yeah, go ahead and roll for the bat. Thank you.
Squeak, squeak. Goes the bat.
That
I
is
doubt.
a miss.
Yeah.
That is a miss.
Poor bat's gonna be.
Or bat. Yeah.
Alright, Leva is going to try to enlarge Higgimus.
Oh, I thought you were going to try and enlarge the fire giant.
I thought she was going to enlarge the bat.
I honestly thought she was.
That would
but
be
never mind.
insane. Alright.
Giant bat. Giant bat.
You roll
Oh, she
for
could get a
magic
wild save
resistance. Okay.
Randomly target another target instead.
Could she get a wild surge that gives us permanent bats?
You might not be able to control them. So Higgimus grows over twice his height.
And that day, Higgimus' heart grew 3 times its size.
And he had a heart attack.
Yeah. Lafdul, your turn.
I'm using healing proficiency on myself for 1d3,
Okay.
if it works. Where is my check? Is
Tell the Hippomus say
Yep, there you go.
Thanksgiving.
Alright, Braxon.
Okay. Braxton's going to shoot that guy again.
Braxon's like, my hit points are a precious resource.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's really good with that bow.
That's a critical hit.
This bow's good.
That's a critical
Yeah,
hit.
see why Lafdul wanted it ages ago.
You might want to get weapon specialization longbow after this.
It's a short bow.
He's already specialized in longsword.
Yeah.
Alright.
Maybe he could get a sword bow. He could shoot swords out of bows.
8
Someone
points of
needs to
damage.
take Final Fantasy 8.
I actually forgot to do it. Okay, that's fine. I have forgotten to check for the critical effects, but oh well. All right.
I think the best.
Gyatla strides forward a bit and puts her hands in front of her, and a sheet of flame sprays out of her fingers right into the figure's face.
I hear you like
I'm
fire.
imagining.
That is a failed saving throw on his part.
Oh, he's dead. We assume.
Very crispy. And wishing he was dead.
He's not dead, but he does scream in pain as the flames wash over him. Ockar?
Okay. So I'm going to attack first. I'm
Alright.
going for the bigger giant.
All right. So
No.
Higgimus, gotcha.
Yeah, you said the
Oh,
big one.
Higgimus. The one with the club.
Yeah, I know. I'm
It's
joking.
a good thing that
Thaco
wasn't a
is
wish
10.
then.
Thaco is what?
10.
That is a hit.
Okay, and this is for being able to attacking the smaller giant in the web.
Alright.
That attacked last time. That goes 15.
That is a miss.
Okay.
All right, so roll for your damage. Okay. Sinrae, your turn.
Sinrae is going to move forward a little bit. I believe that's how much she can move. And she's going to fire her bow.
Alright.
So that's my T.
On what?
Into this guy. It's my thing with it. This one.
The giant next to the bat?
Yes.
Okay.
Just don't shoot my bat.
I'm trying not to be eaten by a cat, is what I'm trying it to at the moment.
I'm in that same position. Because I have a cat trying to eat my fingers.
And your Thaco is?
Echo is, you think I'd have it memorized by now.
And no one else does.
I had it for bastards for a while. For my short bow, it's 14.
Okay. That is a miss, unfortunately.
God damn.
Okay, the guy that shouted at you, with the pain, singed hair and everything like that, he is going to stab at, Gyatla with his spear. And that is a hit.
Oh, he's curious. Was how much is that on a giant? 3d6?
She shouts in pain. You do not know how much damage she takes. Okay. The two guys on you, Ockar, are going to attack.
Are they freed from their webs?
They're not, but that doesn't stop them from attacking. If there's someone right next to them, they can still swing at it.
Come at me!
They just can't really
Attack.
move. One of them does hit. That one is that guy for 6 points of damage.
That's fine.
And then the one that stumbled a while back comes around the tree to attack Gyatla. And he misses. Okay, Higgimus is going to swing at the giant in front of him. but he misses.
My God.
And the giant is going to, he's still intent on this bat around his face. And he kills that one.
No.
No.
All right, let's see. Second attacks.
Unsung heroes of the broken sword and the bats.
Braxon, second attack.
Okay. Can I still get that guy without hitting our new friend?
There is a chance to hit her.
Switch to your longsword and move in.
I don't think. No, well.
Braxton's on a streak here. Come on.
Yeah, well.
Solas will commission a song from Sinrae to memorize those brave bats.
Oh, that's a miss.
It's a miss anyway.
Missed everything.
All right, Ockar, you attacked with your spear?
Yeah, but I can't get a second attack till next round.
That's what I thought. All right, Sinrae?
She's shooting the big guy again.
Okay. He is in melee with Higgimus. So, let's see.
Actually hit something this time.
Yeah,
Whether
you
or
hit
not-
Higgimus.
Yeah, whether or not it's Higgimus.
Ockar, give me a number from 1 to 6. Actually, sorry,
5.
1 to 8. 1 to 8. 5 still?
1 to 8. 5.
Okay. Sinrae, your arrow does hit the giant. Go ahead and roll for damage. Three points of damage. He grunts in pain as the arrow wings him. And the giantish figure with the spear is stabbing at Gyatla again. And that is a hit.
Gatla.
He hit Gyatla, yeah.
Poor Gatla.
Oh yeah, she's bleeding now. And Higgimus gets his second attack. And he misses. Okay. Initiative time.
I'm wondering if
New initiative?
I'm wondering if Braxon's going to be able to get past Gijalta.
You can get around her, yeah.
Yeah, do your longsword this time.
So, Leva, you did succeed in enlarging Higgimus. Gyatla moved up to protect you, but she may have overestimated what she was facing.
Uh-huh.
Pain.
She's definitely taking
Okay.
some pain.
Okay.
The giant leader appears to be a better fighter than you guys may have anticipated.
The giant leader is this one?
It's the one that threw stuff at you. Nope.
Oh,
No, it's
It's next to Gatla. You know, it may be a better fire than we expected, but we still got a Higgimus.
okay. All right. So, where's Leva?
Okay, anyone still need to roll?
I'm good.
I'm
You
good.
good?
All right, Leva.
Oh, okay.
Remember, Gatla is fireproof.
You should say that. I don't think they're immune. They're resistant.
I didn't mean to
magical
do.
fire.
I want to slow the two that face Gatla.
Okay. They have a saving throw -4, I believe. Is that correct?
Oh, just a moment. Slow.
You do not get a wild surge, so there is that.
Good.
So
Minus
some
4.
mage should be
Minus 4
disappointed.
penalty.
Okay.
And Leva licks the drop of molasses from her fingers. Yum, 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 yum.
That doesn't heal you though.
Except the molasses disappears when you cast it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, both
So
of
you
them
have to
are slowed. All right, Lafdul, your turn.
Do I know vaguely where my spite forms are?
You know vaguely where it is, so you just don't want to go south.
Yeah, obviously, was it on this line?
No. You put
It's
it in
all-
front of you, essentially.
Yeah. Alright. Then I'm running straight across. Well, not running. I don't need to run. Hidden from sight. No, shoot two others. I've got 80, so I'm going to go into the melee.
Okay.
I am attacking the one to the top if I can.
Okay.
Go the leader.
Mm-hmm. $14 and 15.
And miss and miss.
Nah.
Sinrae.
Sinrae is move a little bit.
Actually, Higgimus should be this big.
So the spell was very successful.
Yeah.
You're casting it at your...
He missed twice, though,
Level.
so...
But that's on Higgimus.
Lafdul, I don't want to hit you.
Oh, well. Then don't hit me then.
Yeah, just don't hit him. It's as simple as that.
You just hit the fire giant killer. So, oh.
I mean, they're both larger than him, so you have a much substantially higher chance of hitting them. On the other hand, Gyatla's pretty big, too.
Decide who to take a chance on, hitting Higgimus or hitting Lafdul and Gatla.
Go for the one that might. Go for the one that you shot last time. You had a good chance of hitting that one. It seemed.
You got those two handled, Lafdul?
Uh-huh.
They've been slowed.
Yeah, they are slow.
Okay, she's going to go for it. Come on, ping the big guy again
Okay.
with her bow.
Okay. Ockar,
Hit
give me a
something.
number from 1 to 8.
God.
1 to 8.
Yep.
5.
Okay.
You like fives, don't you?
All right. Sinrae, you do miss the giant, but you happen to hit one of the other giants. So go ahead and roll for damage.
It does say on the web spell that missile weapons are ineffective.
I think it means attacking with missile weapons. Pretty sure you can still shoot people in them.
Well, it depends how far you shoot into the web, wouldn't it?
Missile fire is generally ineffective against creatures trapped in web.
Okay. Well, they're also at the very edge of it, so...
Yeah.
I mean, if they were smack dab in the middle, I mean, they just can't run away. Except the giant can. The big one. Braxon.
Woohoo! Right. Braxton's going to move up, and he pulls out the rod. Can he get to this guy?
The top one? Yeah.
He's going to swing at him with the stick of many buttons in flaming sword mode.
Okay.
Oh, and that's a miss.
What's your Thaco?
Bacon. It's 7's not going to be good enough.
Maybe.
Thaco's 12.
I mean,
Yep,
they
you're
are
right. It's a miss.
slowed.
Solas.
I will move a bit and cast Melf's acid arrow and shoot the big giant.
Okay.
Mel stats an arrow.
Yeah. So what is Thaco for 5th level fighter?
16.
Oh, that's a miss.
Do you have any? Yeah, well, with that, it is going to be modified by dexterity, though. I think.
Braxon was better off with the bow. He had a straight run of
no,
20.
that is a miss. All right. Gyatla swings her staff at the one who has caused her considerable pain already, and hits him. Hitting him for a lot of damage. And he goes tumbling head over heels backwards and is dead.
The leader is.
Yep.
Finally.
All right, Ockar, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to stab the big guy, and Bammel's gonna bite at the small guy.
Okay. Well,
That's me. Bammel.
that's 2 hits.
Yeah, that's exactly a stacko.
All right. Go ahead and roll for Bjomel first.
Hits damage.
Which of the 2 giants was he going after, the lower one or the upper one?
Lower one.
Okay. Okay, unfortunately, not a great hit on his part, but he does nip at the figure in the web.
Now
and
my crit.
Yep.
Okay, did you do the saving throw versus death?
Yeah, I did. And he's dead.
Stab right through the throat.
You well, no, not quite. But you do get him in the gut, and he collapses dead. Don't need to worry about that one. Higgimus is going to
Not be outplayed, clearly.
swing, and that is a hit.
Yay, Higgimus has hit something. Our glass cannon.
He did kill the other giant
Did he?
earlier.
Shot through the heart.
Let's see, 3d6 times 2.3, and see if this works.
Old forced to roll. They rolled 20.
So Higgimus just hacks into one of the giants in the web and cuts right through him, and he is dead. Let's see.
Chop.
The other 2, they throw down their weapons and surrender.
Well, that means we
Smart.
have prisoners now.
Oh, yay.
Now you have to decide what to do with them.
Yeah, what else a fire giant normally do with them? The Sourland.
You could probably guess what she would do with them.
Probably killed them.
Yeah.
They would become
like thrall them.
thralls. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's going to be interesting for our good characters.
All right.
What no, they attacked us.
Well,
No, it's fine.
Basically, these are bandits, so it could be considered a similar punishment that the fire giant pirates got from the dwarves.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You could
was
also
overthinking it.
you'll have a week to decide what you do with them, and you can also recommend to her something. Maybe she will listen. Maybe she will recommend something to you. We'll find out next week. Let me total up the experience points. Let's see. That is going to be.
We've got a week to argue about it.
Yep. Yep.
And if you've signed up to Ald's Discord, you can join us in the argument.
Oh dear.
Okay, and there's that. Let's see. Yeah, sorry about the game going late again.
Happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like
It's
Yeah.
fine.
ending fights in the middle of them. If I
Yeah,
help
it's better to fight the fight completion.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry
notice,
I
to be
took so
honest.
long making lunch earlier.
I didn't notice. I was having too much fun.
That's good.
Yeah,
I
this
was
was
having so much
pretty
fun that I barely paid attention to how long we were taking.
I only
this
noticed because my cat was getting a little impatient.
This was a pretty fun session.
Hmm.
You just make some hard choices.
Mm-hmm.
And then Higgimus is going to come by and tell us how we did everything wrong.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be ready
I
to
mean,
defend
how-
your positions then.
I mean, how Higgimus did everything wrong because he was with us, and by that logic, he okayed everything.
No, I don't think Asher's gonna go for that.
The thing Higgimus might have done differently is saying stop that whenever anyone hit him.
On the other hand, the fact that a character misses. I mean, I will keep in mind their general points of view, but like I wouldn't allow you guys to just drag Ockar along if he wasn't here on a plan to go on a murderous rampage, for example. But if you're not here, you can't object to things that are kind of edge cases. So.
True.
Alrighty, let's see. So that is going to be.
We haven't got any treasure yet, so I don't have to write anything down.
That's true.
We get them start of next
Hey, we
session.
might get some treasure here.
Well, we've considered
No,
how
we're
destroyed
getting-
everything is. You got to roll for
we-
your arrows back as well, Braxon.
Yeah, I know. We'll
Happy
get
to
treasure
come.
next week.
Yep, get our arrows back. Rummage
Thanks,
around their
Sinrae.
pockets for loose change.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is going to be for Lafdul, Leva, and Solas, 1,800 points.
Nice.
For Ockar, that is going to be. Actually, I'll come back to you. I need to add something else on. For Braxon, that's going to be 2,090.
Wow.
Sinrae, that is 2,400.
You got a lot for the talking.
That's a level for me.
Oh,
Ooh,
goody.
congrats.
And for Ockar, 2,700.
Oh, thank goodness. I disconnected for a while there.
Did you got the number?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 2,700?
Only 79,000 to next level.
Ah, you can get that next week.
Yeah, if you send a giant, if you send a dragon after us,
Yeah, but you'd probably have to solo it.
I mean,
She's got.
it's just one dragon.
Oh, Sinrae's leveled up.
So, do
Yeah.
you want to roll the d6 or do you want to take 3?
I'll roll a d6.
Everyone's rolled.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Don't have to roll.
Oh, congrats.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
what level are you now, Sinrae?
7.
You're level 7.
Holy crap!
Congratulations.
You're a level behind the rest of us.
Yep.
Yeah, tell me about it.
This is
yeah,
when-
thieves and bards level pretty quickly.
This is when they'll start slowing down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about this point it slows.
I think she's the only one who ever
How much HP do you have,
rolled the
Sinrae?
max hit points.
Or
Or
34
CG.
hit.
Oh, no, Lafdul's rolled max hit points quite a few times.
Yeah.
Braxton's got
Yeah.
Braxton's got pretty good hit points most
You
of the
said
time.
44?
34.
I've I've rolled.
Ah.
I've rolled the offered amount or better pretty much every time except one.
Mm. Yeah, I had one bad roll. The rest were really good.
All right, we'll go over the stuff that you gain on level up Sinrae after the session, but I want to thank you guys for playing. Thanks everyone out there for watching, and we'll be
Thanks
back
for having us.
next week with perhaps more giantish slaughter.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game. Thanks for everyone who came to watch.
See you next week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.